I need you to say this with me.
If nobody told you you're beautiful to me, open your eyes, there's beauty to see. If nobody told you you're beautiful to me, inside out, you're a real beauty. You were made so beautifully.
Today I sit before you in celebration mode, in a mode of gratitude, in a mode of trust and belief, in a mode of believing in commitment, believing in myself, believing in the journey, believing in the love story. Because today makes 2 years, y'all, that I haven't gotten high when I've gotten high every day for 2 decades before this journey began. And before I hopped on, I was just having a moment to myself like, wow, the power of the Creator is incredible, because I was so far gone in the clouds. It's like I was a pilot. You would have thought I was flying for an airline. That's how much my head stayed in the clouds. Like I was getting paid for it. Meanwhile, I'm spending money. And the letdown, sad part about it, after you're able to like pick yourself up and look back and reflect, I was just being happy in the moment, but I was dimming the light of my future. Because for me, when I was high, I wasn't my best self. I wasn't my motivated self. I wasn't my go-getter self, my goal-getter self. I was just happy in the moment, hiding from whatever stress I was dealing with, running from whatever pain I was feeling, ducking from whatever depression I was feeling. Like, that's what it was for me. And I didn't realize it because everybody around me was smoking. Everybody around me was getting high. So it just seemed like the thing to do. Like people smoke cigarettes, we was getting high. Like people say, hello, have a good day. I was getting high. It was a part of everything that I did. I wake up in the morning, get high. Start my day. Go to work, get a break, 15 minutes, 30, hour, whatever it was at the time. Get high on your break. Get off work, go get high again. Get high for the rest of the evening. Go to sleep high. Wake up high and get high again. It just became deja vu. Like every day was the same day. It was Groundhog's Day, like the movie. But something, the Creator, I can't even say something, the Creator shook me and woke me up. Because the Creator saw the grasp and the grip that was on me. And I owe it all to God. Because there's no way I would have been able to get my head out of the clouds by myself. And I got these big windows. I know y'all can't see them right now, but I got these big old windows in front of me, y'all. And I'm actually looking at the clouds. And as the sun is starting to set, the clouds look beautiful. And I'm just sitting here in appreciation. And I'm sitting here in admiration for all of the grace that has been given to me. Because had I still been getting high, like I was for those 2 decades plus of my life, I wouldn't be sitting here right now before y'all today, making this video and telling you, you don't have to get high no more if you don't want to. I know it seems regular. I know getting high feels like breathing air. I know it feels like going to sleep and waking up. Like, I know it feels like your heart's just beating. It feels regular. It just seems like something that just has to be done. But there's more to you than where you are right now. If you're that individual that feels like, man, I gotta be like this. There's no way I cannot be like this. There's no way I can go throughout my day without being like this. You can. You can. And if you're not being the individual that you know you are, the individual that you know you can be, the individual that the Creator has designed you to be because of your addictions, you're not only doing yourself a disservice, but you're also doing a disservice to everybody else in this world who you could be a light to. You're doing a disservice to me. Just like for those 2 decades plus, I was doing a disservice to you. There's no way. Last week I celebrated 100 shows. There's no way. I know there's no way I would have made it to that milestone on the same path and journey that I had been on for over 20 plus years of my life. I celebrate today, October 15th, 2024, 2 years of not getting high. And I was all into this mode and all into this reflection and all into this way of thinking. And I came up with the quote: to be a true champion means to free yourself from the shackles and the battles of your addiction. I know when we speak of addiction, we're all thinking of drugs and alcohol. No. It doesn't necessarily have to be drugs and alcohol, y'all. Whatever's stopping you from your goals and from being that person that the Creator has made you to be is some level of an addiction. My addiction was getting high. And for some time it was alcohol too. Because when I got depressed and I was ducking and doing all these other things, instead of facing what I was going through, I leaned on a bottle and I was getting high. And that combination almost broke me, but let me get back to what I was saying. Whatever's stopping you from being the individual that the Creator has made you to be is an addiction. So let's say you got a goal of eating healthier. Now, whatever you may believe, conspiracy theory, whatever you want to say, I believe that there's so many things that we put into our bodies that are extremely harmful, which lead us to the hospitals, which lead us to medications and pills, which lead us to death, unfortunately. So let's say your goal is to be healthier and eat healthier and to lose weight so you can avoid those things that I just mentioned. Living a life of pain, physically, mentally, spiritually, struggle. But you don't do that because you rather sit back and keep drinking soda. And I don't want to name things, but those things could be things that's stopping you from being your best self. Soda, pizza. I said pizza. I love pizza. All right. So, maybe I try to pick up on some of the other things and do veggies and fruits. But man, pizza would be hard to let go. But other things that you know is harmful, or maybe you don't know is harmful. Everybody talking about Krabby Patties and Chicken Macs and all types of stuff. Like, come on, Sometimes after you eat something, you be like, man, why I eat that? Man, why I do that? Your addiction could be porn. I had a porn addiction as well. Like, I'm gonna put it all out there. I'm gonna put it out there. Addiction to women. I'm gonna put it out there. There's so many addictions that we have. It's not all about drugs and alcohol. Those are the first things that we think of because people got AA meetings and rehabs and all types of stuff. But I think the key thing that you need to rehab, whatever your addiction may be, men, women, sex, drugs, alcohol, food, whatever, being an evil person, whatever it is, the real rehab that we need comes from the Creator. The Creator can rehab it all. Now, there's some of us, some of you, some of us that need to go out and get more support, more help. Go do it. Go do it. Go do it. But I want to inspire you and encourage you to lean on the Almighty, the most powerful, the most reliable, the most non-judgmental, the most peace, the most happiness, the biggest rebound, the best love story, the best you, because the Creator is inside of us. That's the Creator, y'all. That's the best rehab that we can have. Trust and believe. Separate and believe. Be you and believe. My story, it changed. And I don't want to make this like super long, but I went from the guy in high school that would never smoke, but everybody on my block, all of my friends, they were smoking, getting high. And I was a cool guy. I wasn't like, I never was not keen to what was going on around me or accepted in whatever room I stepped in. Smart, intelligent, street, all that type of stuff. Book smart, street smart. I'm that guy. But everybody was smoking. I'm like, nah, y'all need to chill. Y'all need to chill. Da, 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 da. I was that guy. Then I went to college, freshman year. Towards the end of the year, we was about to break out in spring. And, I had gained a friend, cool guy to this day. He was like, hey, let's celebrate. We got through the year. Da, 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 da. You ain't never smoked with us. You ain't never smoked with me. Da, 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 da. So I ended up smoking. Gave in. I ended up shortly after that, because it was right before summer break. I remember trying to go back to school the next year. It didn't work out. But ever since then, once life changed, I was getting high. But while I was getting high here, in my heart, I was sinking lower and lower and lower. In my mind, I'm high. In my heart, I'm low. Low self-esteem. Low belief in myself. Living way lower than what I had to be. And once I realized that, whatever amount of years later, y'all, I'm talking about 25, whatever amount of years later, I realized, I was like, hold on, man. This is what helped me stop. I'll give it all to the Creator first and foremost. But going through so much, like I mentioned, tough times led me to be an alcoholic. The same people that I saw in front of the liquor store, the same people that I saw wandering around my block, wandering up and down the street. I'm not saying I got to that level, but had I not been snatched out of that, who knows? I could have been that guy. I could have been that guy where my peers may have pulled up and be like, yo, that's O? Nah, that's not O right there. Nah, that is O right there. Wow, I would have never thought. I don't want to be, I would have never thought in that way. You know what I want to be? Me. You know what I want to be? My destiny. You know what I want to be? An example. You know what I want to be? A shoulder for somebody else. You know what I want to be? Strong when you need me. You know what I want to be? Me. Without the distractions of what's going on around me. And even when I'm in a different environment and maybe I don't have those distractions, I'ma still have this story and I'ma still have this message and I'ma still reach. I'ma still reach for you because I know what it's like. Whew. Lean on the Creator, y'all. Trust in yourself. Whatever you going through, you can get through it. Whatever struggles you have, you can get through it. In your struggles, there's strength. When you're weak, you can find the warrior inside of you. Weakness can show a warrior. When you're very fearful, you can find your fighter. In fear, there's a fighter. There's runners too, you know? But you can find that fight inside of you. And I mentioned earlier, overcoming these addictions will allow you to experience yourself as a true champion. I'm so happy, y'all. Do y'all really understand tears of joy? I be having tears of joy. Oh my goodness, y'all. I be having tears of joy. Because I know what it's been like. I know what I've been through. I know what other people go through. I know it's hard. I know it's a struggle. It's not easy. Especially when you come from our blocks, our neighborhoods, our families. It's not easy. It's not easy. But once we push away all that darkness and we allow that light to guide us and we allow that light to hit us. They say that vitamin D good for us, right? See, it's good for the skin, it's good for your body. I want to incorporate that vitamin G. That's God. I want to incorporate that vitamin C. That's the Creator. Because that's what's helped me. That's what's led me. That's what's guided me. And that's what has allowed me to be 2 years after 2 decades, every day, to be free of who I used to be. Okay? So you can do it. I'm just here to inspire you. I'm here to tell you I love you. I want you to go in the mirror and tell yourself, I love you. Because no matter how many people tell you they love you, no matter if you never hear I love you, you telling yourself I love you is the biggest love you of all. Outside of the Creator saying I love you, and you being able to hear the Creator say I love you, and you being able to feel the Creator say I love you. Tell yourself I love you. Stop watching this right now and go to the mirror and say I love you. This is a moment of I love you. This is a moment of accomplishment. It starts today. This is a moment of overcoming. It starts today. It starts now. You can do it. I love you. Tell yourself I love you too. All right, y'all. This is about self-love. This is about being a conqueror. This is about developing a relationship with the Creator. And if you've liked anything that I've said tonight, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Be a part of the family. I promise you I'll be here each and every Tuesday night talking about real things that I go through, real things that I feel, real emotions, real thoughts, real experiences, real triumph, real failures. It's not all about, oh, I did this, I won at this, I won at this. Nah, we got to talk about the losses too. Let's talk about the losses, right? It's lessons in the losses. It's blessings in the losses. Sometimes when you lose, you win. Sometimes that loss may have saved your life. Sometimes that loss may have stopped you from crossing a line you weren't supposed to cross. Those losses. Jesus lost his life. You would have thought that was a loss. But look what everybody gained afterwards. When people lose, sometimes it's a win for you and for everybody else. All right? So I can't wait until next Tuesday night, y'all. We're going to get right again. We're going to shed light again. This is the King Omar Sharif Show. And at the end of the day, y'all, we can overcome any addiction. Be addicted to you. Be addicted to self-love. Be addicted to loving others. And what can I say? That's love.
Feel so good, God on my inner. Faith is full like I just had dinner. Days was dark and they only got dimmer. Now I light up the rooms I enter. Oh, I remember it wasn't so lovely. Why me used to feel unlucky. We rugged, it only play roughly. From a place where the people get ugly. Now I feel pretty, yeah.